next guest is a very funny man, and he made his mark on Saturday Night Live, but he's also done several comedies and countless stand-up shows. Take a look. With his dry sense of humor and wittiness, Kevin Nealon has flourished in television and stand-up comedy. As a former cast member of Saturday Night Live, he's one of the funniest to anchor Weekend Update. You might also remember his hilarious characters in sketches like Hans and Franz.
Then we just want to pump you up.
And Mr. Subliminal.
Unlike other news reporters, I have true journalistic values. Talk dirty to me, and from this point on...
Currently, you can see him as Doug Wilson in the Golden Globe-winning series Weeds, and in his stand-up special, Whelmed, but not overly, on Showtime.
And then the sexting. Guys with the sexting on the cell phone. If you want to impress women, send them a picture of your paycheck.
Yes.
Please welcome the very funny Kevin Nealon.
Oh, what a great crowd.
Yeah, you look nice today. This is a nice look for you, Ryan.
Yeah, well,
you guys match.
This is what happens when you get dressed in the darkness of your room in the morning.
Yeah.
You don't want to wake anybody up.
Oh, because the family's traveling with you? And you...
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're a new dad.
Well, 5.5-year-old.
Well, that's still fairly new.
It is
At 50.
Yeah.
Right?
Here I am having a kid at my age when all my friends are already sending their kids off to, well, rehab, actually. But still, you know, my kid's not even drinking, but he likes to get dizzy, so that's a good thing.
So you're in town doing your comedy stand-up.
I'm doing my very dry and witty comedy.
Yeah, I'm going to go check it out tonight, so it better be
really?
Good. Yeah.
Oh, good. I don't know if there's any more tickets left. You got to go to like laughfactory.com and see, but yeah, I'm very popular.
Nice way to weave
I'm going to
that
work on
in.
that. Did you notice Val got really excited when you said if you really want to impress a woman, show her your paycheck?
Yeah, because women don't like the pictures of the things that right there.
Later for that.
Or send them the actual paycheck.
Even better.
Yeah, because I always heard that women like a sense of humor. So, you know, if you're going to send a picture of make it funny. Put a little hat on there, some glasses, you know.
Dress it up.
Yeah.
Well, they like to doodle,
Where did you get this from?
That could be very dangerous. I'm not going to even step into that because I almost went there. With the hat and the sunglasses. Yeah. I just want to step.
We don't need any Brett Favre remarks. So you actually doodle, though. You draw pictures and little fun stuff.
I've been doodling since I was a kid. In school, I'd be so bored I'd doodle on the side of the margin, you know, and the these are some pictures I drew when I was on Saturday Night Live. You know, I would sketch people because I'd be sitting across from them. How long would it take you
to do something like this?
That was 12 hours, that one right there.
Chris Farley right there, and then do we have a couple others?
It takes like maybe, you know, a couple of minutes.
That's it?
You know,
okay,
that's
I'm going to give you a piece of paper.
Right there.
Conan O'Brien.
Yeah, we were writing something together, and I was just watching him. And there's a little cartoon. It says...
I guess my eyes were bigger than my stomach.
Yeah.
Well, my eyes were straining to read that.
I even did a little doodle of you guys.
I was just
Did you really?
Paper, but I hear you have one.
Yeah, I just did a quick one. It doesn't really look like you, but it's kind of, you know.
Look at that.
That's nice.
You're actually really talented. There you go.
Look, Ryan.
Look at that. Show that to the camera. That looks great. Now, Kevin, that's actually really good.
You look a little bit like Bill Clinton there.
Yeah. Speaking of, you know, taking pictures or talking about anything. Anyway, Weeds going into the 8th season, and this show is really funny. And when I first heard the premise of the show, I was thinking, really, you can make a show about marijuana? And that's what Weeds is about. And your character is kind of like this: you love women, love weed, not sure which one you love more.
Yeah, my character really doesn't have a moral compass, you know, or if he does, it's very damaged. But yeah, we're in the 8th season. It's the final season. We just did we taped the last episode last week, and it was bittersweet. You know, it's kind of come full circle. We started in a suburban community called the Grestic, and now we're ending in another suburban community called Old Sandwich, Connecticut. And it's been a great run for us. And I was the same way. You know, when I first saw the script, the pilot, I thought, Weeds, I don't want to do a stoner show. But then I read it, and I thought, wow, this is different. This is really fun and you know, interesting.
Isn't it true that you don't actually smoke weed or never have in your own life?
Well, you know, I read
that.
You know what I've never done is coke. You know, in the 80s and 90s, I've been offered a lot of that stuff.
I'm sure.
But I had very bad self-image, and they would always bring it out on a mirror. And I thought, I don't want to see myself. You know?
Kept you away from it. Kept you clean.
But I've inhaled a lot of secondhand smoke at concerts. I've been to a lot of concerts over the years. And,
contact high, huh?
Yeah, contact high. And I did inhale that.
Nice. So your humor is very dry. It's very witty. It goes back
dry
to your
and witty. It's like a good red wine.
Yeah, exactly. It goes back to your SNL days. And how did you get your big break on SNL? And where did you come up with these characters like Mr. Subliminal, which is like perfect play on your style of comedy?
Well, I never thought I would be right for Saturday Night Live because I didn't do characters or sketches. I was a stand-up. That's all I did. And Dana Carvey, who was a friend of mine at the time, he got on Saturday Night Live that summer for that next season. And I knew him from stand-up comedy, and he was renting a room over our garage in this house I was renting with a couple of comics in the Hollywood Hills. And he called me from Long Island that summer from the producer's house. And he says, hey, guess what, Kev? I'm in the back room at Lauren's house, and guess who's in the kitchen? It's Chevy Chase and Dan Aykroyd. I said, you're kidding me? And he goes, yeah, I told them about you. I think they want to see your tapes, you know, because they need one more cast member. And I said, really, Chevy Chase and Dan Aykroyd in the kitchen? He goes, yeah. So I sent my tapes in, and Dana calls me like a week later. He goes, Kev, I'm back out at Lauren's house. I'm in the back room. Guess who's in the kitchen? You know, it's Paul Simon and Bill Murray. I said, you're kidding me? I think they like your tapes. I think they're going to fly you in for an audition. I said, Bill Murray's in the kitchen?
You're more concerned with star power.
And so they flew me in. I never thought I would get it because, you know, it really wasn't what I did. And so I wasn't nervous because I knew I would never get the job. And I auditioned, and a week later, they offered me a job on Saturday Night Live.
That's great. It was a great run, 9 years.
It was a good run. I had 9 years on that, 8 years on Weeds, and 8 minutes on this show.
Yeah. I want to talk about your second Showtime special just aired, Whelmed, but not overly. Love the title.
Thank you.
How has your comedy changed since the last one?
Well, I think as a comic, it's a lot like being a blues musician. You kind of evolve over the years, and your stuff changes. So, you know, I'm so sorry I wore that burgundy shirt on that thing.
You didn't like it? Not feeling it now?
I can't watch this. This is crap.
Well, for more information and a link to get tickets, if you want to see Kevin's show in person at the Laugh Factory tonight and tomorrow, you're telling us there are tickets left, right?
Well, you got to act fast.
Act fast.
This is a hot act here.
I mean, like right now, after you get off of Windy City Live's Facebook page and website, of course, you can always find out more information there. All the best to you. Have fun tonight.
Thank you very much, Val. And I heard you just got engaged.
I did, and I also did stand-up.
You do, really?
No. I not
did.
do.
Oh, you did?
Once.
Yeah, once you get engaged, you can't do that anymore.
Oh, but he was the butt of, Ryan and Jeff were actually the butt of a lot of my jokes.
Oh,
yeah.
really?
I got to go. They're rapping me. We'll talk in a commercial break. Coming up next, Paige Weiser will tell us whether you should spend or save on Will Ferrell's new movie, The Campaign. And then later, we have T.I. in the house. We told you it was a big show.
Yeah, star-studded.
Stay with us.
See ya.
So, yeah, I guess